Okay, hello, hi. Okay, in this section, I will explain and then I want to discuss about if statement, how we use if statement in our programming. So, okay, first, there are three types of if statement, okay, where the first one is the simple if, okay. Second one is combination of if and else. And the last is combination of if and then else if and else. So there are three types of if statement that can be used in our programming. So in the last part I will explain uh, how we use nested if. Okay, right. So we go to the first simple if. Okay, in this simple if, okay, okay, example that can be used in this part is, for example, we have a default value, for example, okay, by default discount equal 0. Okay, and then, okay, by this certain case, okay, we want to change the value discount, okay, from 0 to another value. So we can use simple if. Okay, for example, in this, okay, we use if, for example, if certain condition, okay, and then we change value discount equal to 10, for example. Okay, so in this simple if, okay, we just change, okay, certain variable, okay, from default value, okay, to another value. For example, okay, default value for discount equal to 0, and then based on certain condition, okay, and then we change discount equal to 10. Okay, right. Second if is a combination of if and then else. Okay, in this if else, okay, in this if else, okay, there are two division that should we make, okay. Okay, for example, okay, condition pass or fail, okay, based on a certain condition, okay, so the division, okay, can be pass or fail. Okay, next example is a, for example, even or odd number. Okay, so if certain condition, okay, output is even number, and then else is odd number. So in this second if statement, okay, so only two result or two division that can be made, okay, by this if else. Okay, example that can be used for this if else, okay, if certain condition, okay, and then there are else, okay, if if true, okay, if we test this condition if true, so for example we change x equal to 10, for example, else, okay, x equal to 20, for example. So only two division that can be made, okay, by this if else, okay. And then the last part, okay, is a combination of if, else if, and else. So uh, in this part, okay, there are more than two division that can be made, okay. For example, okay, for example, output, okay, or result or division, okay, result is profit or loss, okay, or return capital. Okay, in this output there are more than two, okay, there are more than two output. Okay, output can be profit, can be loss, can be return capital. Okay, so another example is for example, for grading, okay, for grading, so we uh, make, okay, for example, this there are four grade, okay, grade A, B, C, and D. So to identify, to determine, okay, grade A, B, C, or D, so we will use, okay, if, else if, and else. Okay, example for this type is if and then certain condition, and then another else if, and then another condition, okay, and then last is else. Okay, for example, okay, if, okay, and then for the first test condition, if this condition is true, for example, so we get profit, for example. Okay, second test, okay, this test condition, if we fulfill this condition, for example, so we lost. Okay, and then last, okay, if not profit, if you not loss, so you will get return capital. Okay, so there are three ways, okay, there are three uh, if statement that can we use in our program. Okay, first is simple if, okay, for example, if, and then we change certain default value. Okay, second one is a combination of if, else, okay, if and else. So if this test is true, then x equal to 10, else x equal to 20. Okay, only two division. Okay, the last part is a combination of if, else if, okay, and else. So example, okay, so we decide atau we want to determine, okay, uh, we get profit or we lost or we just return capital. So if, okay, and then test condition, okay, for the first part we get profit, else if, and then test condition, if we fulfill this test condition we will lose, or if we not get profit and we not get loss, and then we will return capital.